Chesapeake is one of several moms at the aquarium here. She has a daughter who is a 5-year-old who turned 5 about a month ago. Her name is Baby. Here comes Bailey. Now, Chesapeake has a half-sister, Maya, who's also in this group, and she happens to be Bailey's aunt. Maya is 12 years old. Here's a nice look at Maya. Come on to the center.
Ey, se cascó.
Now I have a little treat for you. These are 3 of our beautiful female dolphins. I'm going to be introducing you to a few of our other females, however, who are in the back. So I ask you to direct your attention to the back and to the left, where Carrie, another of our trainers, is working with 3 of our other females. Let me, with her dolphins, first introduce you to Nani, who is a 41-year-old female. She is also a mama. Listen up. That is Nani. Like I said, she's mom as well. So her daughter is Spirit, she's in the pool with back there. Spirit is also 12 years old and half-sisters to Maya. So Maya, Spirit is going to be strutting with her mom there to say hello. And finally, in that pool, we have Jade. Jade is a female who is 14 years old, also a mom. She's mom to our birthday boy, Foster. He's turning 6 today. This is Jade. Wave hello. Again, Nani wanted to join in. She's a ham that way. All right, so those are our 6 females. And if you direct your attention to the right, we're going to introduce you to everybody, to our 2 boys. So over there, we have Amy and Carolyn, 2 more of our trainers. Bo is Nani's son. He's an 8-year-old male. He's going to leap into the air here. There's Bo. And as I mentioned, birthday boy Foster, he just turned 6 today. Jade's son. Here comes Foster. Cool. Now you have a chance to meet all of them. Now, dolphins are amazing animals, and they're actually capable of incredible feats of strength and speed. Now, how and why they do things such as this has been the subject of a lot of scientific research. So we're going to start off today's presentation by talking a little bit about their speed. Dolphins are very, very fast swimmers, and they have to be, because out in the ocean they have to hunt down, chase after, and catch their prey. What is it that they eat? Fish, that's right. Fish can be very fast, very slippery, and very wiggly, so they have to be very fast to keep up. Now, dolphins' body shape is perfect for life in the water. They're torpedo-shaped. They have a hydrodynamic body shape. This allows them to swim as fast as 25 miles an hour as they go. So they're pretty fast. Pretty fast. Now, if you compare that to a human, there are some humans that are very, very fast swimmers, including a local boy, Michael Phelps. He's one of the fastest swimmers in the world in terms of people. Now, top speeds, the Olympians, the fastest swimmers that we know of on Earth, they go about 5.5 miles an hour top speed in short bursts. So they're pretty fast, but compared to a dolphin, not even close. Their bodies really aren't designed for life in the water like a dolphin. So we're going to have our dolphins demonstrate their speed.
Mira. Boca abajo. Arriba, digo.
Now, dolphins are mammals, right? They breathe air just like we do, in and out of the blowhole on the top of their head. Now, sometimes dolphins need to pick up speed, swim quickly, but also catch your breath of air as they go. And they can accomplish this by doing what we call porpoising. And this is a series of long, shallow leaps across the surface of the water, taking a breath as they go sometimes. So listen for breathing and have a look as our dolphins demonstrate porpoising. Our girls are going to demonstrate some of the different ways dolphins leap into the air. Pretty cool, huh? Great, you can give the round of applause. Now, dolphins are, again, very efficient in the water, and scientists are looking at their body shapes, so not just dolphins, but also whales, and applying this to our own technology. And there's one scientist in particular who's looking at the design of the flipper of a humpback whale. So there's going to be an image on the screen there, and you'll be able to take a look at that flipper. Humpbacks are very, very large whales. They migrate long distances every year, and their flippers are very long and bumpy. That's kind of what they look like. Just like that. So this scientist was trying to see, are these bumps giving these whales an edge as they're making their migrations? Are they making them more efficient with water? And if I apply this to the design of a wind turbine blade by adding bumps to it, can it harness more energy from the wind than a blade that doesn't have the bumps? And what he found was, indeed, if you put bumps on the blade of a wind turbine, you can harness more energy from the wind. So he learned all that by looking at the design of a humpback whale flipper, which is pretty cool. So these animals are really teaching us a lot about efficiency in the water and in the air. Okay, now the next part of our presentation and demonstration, we're going to allow you guys to see how training works, how we teach the behaviors to the dolphins, kind of how we break them down and help the dolphins understand the different things that we've taught them to do. Now, dolphins learn in a very similar way to the way that we learn. Sometimes they have to start with the easy stuff, and then they build up to the more and more complicated stuff.
Se fueron todos para allá.
With them has to be a little bit different than a human teacher. Human teacher can use words to explain to the dolphins what they need to teach them to do. So words and language can help us explain things to other humans. With dolphins, it's a little bit different. We have to kind of go about it a slightly different way. We accomplish this through positive reinforcement training. So if a dolphin does something that we want to reinforce, such as swimming through a gate or leaping into the air or something like that, we want to reinforce that behavior, we'll give them something as a reinforcer. So such as fish, that's a good thing you can give a dolphin that will reinforce that behavior. Besides food, what are some things we can give to the dolphins that they think they like? We're doing a good job. Go ahead and shout them up. So food is one. Anything else? Toys? Yeah, definitely. Baths. So there's a lot of different things we can do to reinforce that behavior. Now, a couple of different behaviors that you guys are going to have a chance to see, and kind of will explain how it was trained. And we're going to give you some options to vote. Okay? First of all, have a look at the screen so you get to choose a behavior. We'll do this by a show of hands here in just a moment. And I'll give you the options first. One is a fluke fling, which is a splash behavior with a tail. Another is a flip, a big aerial behavior. And the third is a somersault. All right. So raise your hand if you are interested in seeing the fluke splash. You want to see them splash of water with their tail. Okay. Splash some people. That's one you might get wet. Raise your hand if you're interested in seeing the flip. Okay. Good. Raise your hand if you are interested in seeing the somersault. Okay. All right. We had some hands for all of them, but I think the flip won. However, what do you guys think? Should we do all of them? Okay, let's just do them all. We're going to start first with the flip, then we'll go to the somersault, and we'll end with the splashy one. How's that sound? Okay, so starting with the flip. Now, just to give you a background on this behavior, dolphins actually, when they are first learning and first starting their education, they learn to touch the end of the particle. Leah, one of our trainers is holding one there. They touch the end of this and they get reinforced. They can follow it as well. And this is a great tool for a trainer to help them understand what it is we're trying to teach them. So if we move it in a circle, they'll follow in a circle. So that's sort of the motion of a flip. So when you're first training a dolphin to understand the concept of a flip, you start low, you have to follow it. Once they get comfortable in the right position down low, start raising it up
Oh.
Alright, so next I mentioned we're going to be doing the somersaults. And just like with the flip, we use this target pull to help them understand the motion. And in the case of a somersault, it's essentially the same motion except for underwater. Now with the somersault, we like them to do the somersaults near the windows so that you have a chance to see what it looks like. And so we work on this behavior, not just the motion itself, but also the location in the pool. So there's a couple different components to this particular behavior. But again, over time, we fade out those cues to the target pull, incorporate that hand signal in so that they know what behavior we're asking for. And in this case, let me teach you what that hand signal is. So what we do, we're asking for the somersault. We start with our hand out, point your finger out, right hand, you can go ahead and do this. And then on the count of 3, you flip your wrist to the right like so. Okay? So on the count of 3, somersault time. 1, 2, 3.
Ay, dando vueltas por debajo.
Now this behavior, like the somersault, has positions. We want them to loop splash near the window so that they're getting water on you guys. That's the goal. The end result is wet audience. Okay? So again, position is a part of it. That's a component of the behavior that we work on. Another component of this behavior is having them moving their tail in a wave motion. So at first we just kind of reinforce them for making small motions with their tail as they go. And then over time we start increasing the size of that and reinforcing them for making bigger and bigger waving motions with their tail until they're really bringing their tail back and splashing. That is what we're looking for. Once they get to that point, then we will incorporate that hand signal and fade out any cueing that we've done to help them sort of figure out where they're supposed to be. So let's have a look at the end result of a blue splash. Like his bow. Here it comes.